let's talk about the myths about surrogacy and what people think they know and what I know because I was a surrogate twice. So I think I know a little something about surrogate life and what's real, what's fake, what's lies, what's rumors, all that jazz. So let's get right into it. If you're new here, please like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested or curious about what surrogacy is, what it entails, and how you can become a surrogate. So definitely like. I appreciate the support in advance anyway. So the first myth is that I am the mother of this child. So there's two types of surrogate. There's a traditional surrogate and there is a gestational surrogate. I was a gestational surrogate, and basically a traditional surrogate uses their egg, okay? So that does make it kind of related to the baby because they're using their egg. But with science and all that stuff, there's manipulations that people can do, but I can't talk about that because I am not a medical professional, okay? I am just a surrogate and a mother and a queen. I'm just kidding. But anyway, so a gestational surrogate, which I was twice, we do not use our egg at all. So there's no relationship between you and the child. The parents provide their egg and the father provides their sperm. And if the mother cannot provide her egg, obviously there's things like egg donation banks, so they could, go that route as well, and then they bring it to the surrogate. So that is the one myth, okay? So it's not my baby, because people always say like, how did you give up your baby? Or, oh, how did you just give the baby away? Like, no, no ma'am, okay? I'm not that trifling. The second myth is surrogates only do it for the money. Okay, so that is also false. First of all, a lot of women die from childbirth. So ain't no money in the world, okay, will make me want to like end my life for money. Okay. Can the surrogate money help you financially? Of course, yes. But I feel like to become a surrogate, like you genuinely have to want to be in that mental space to want to help a family genuinely. You want to do this from the kindness of your heart because there's no amount of money that compares to what you go through during pregnancy, what you go through during childbirth. Like, I've heard so many traumatic stories. I am very blessed that I've never had a traumatic birth, okay? All 4 births that I've had have been relatively easy by the grace of God, okay? But I know many women who do not have that same experience, okay? So I don't think it's all about the money. Comment what you think, okay? So the next one. The surrogate can keep the baby. The surrogate can keep the baby. No. That is not how it works. I mean, unless you just went up in the back alley and chose a surrogate, it does not work that way. So if you go through a real agency, there's a thing called the legal process. Okay? Now, if your surrogacy agency does not provide you with legal representation, you need to flee the room and call me because I'm gonna get you right. So anyway, there's no way that you can keep the baby because you are bounded with a big old contract, okay? It's about 50 pages, okay? Make sure you read every word of that contract so you won't be in situations where you think you can keep the baby because that's just not how it works, okay? Let's move along. Surrogacy is unsafe or unethical. Now, if you are going through a legit company, it is going to be a safe process because you're going to have real doctors, a medical team behind you, and it's 2025, okay? Like, a lot of science is advanced. So for my experience, it was a very safe process. I felt safe the whole time from beginning to end, okay? From where I had to do the insemination, taking the injections or hormones, like everything was safe. I did not have any reaction to anything. So in my opinion, that is a myth, that it's unsafe, and that all these things, I've never heard anything bad, but hey, drop a comment if you have, okay? So those are a little myths busters, okay, that I kind of had to put my little 2 cents in there because I feel like a lot of people do have a lot to say about surrogacy and why you should and why you shouldn't do it. At the end of the day, if you are interested in becoming a surrogate, do your research, of course. That's first and foremost what you want to do. And then find a reputable company or contact your local surrogate coordinator. Yeah, so definitely drop a comment, hit me up if you have any questions. I will definitely answer them, and I will talk to you next time. And like I said, I'm Brianna. Thank you for watching, and I appreciate the support. You are a rock star.